Hi everybody, today we'll be doing some Freehold speculation. I'm making this video for my friends Vertec and Simmerg, because they freaked out when they saw this. Let's join Stephen and Margaret in the Alpha 1 preview.
So one of the public works projects that we're going to show today, and there's a lot of options, but we want to kind of make sure we can fit this in an hour. Which, by the way, we're obviously going to go over because we're already an hour.
Yeah, we're going to go way over.
Oh yeah, like I said, this is going to be a long stream. Yeah.
Now, when I saw that, I didn't really freak out because I've seen it before in Farming Simulator 19. So let's try and put a building down here in FS19, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're going to pick this little shed here, that one, and we're going to put it down. As you can see, when it's green, that means you can place it there if you want. But when it's red, that means you can't put it there, because there's already a building there, or a road, or something else in the way. Like maybe that's not my land, that's somebody else's. So let's put it right here, and let's see what happens.
All right, maybe.
All right, I'm going to build an armory, I think. Nice. I need armor, actually. That's legit what's happening right now.
And it's important to note, like, as the mayor is electing these buildings at these different, the village has many different construction sites available. So while there's a lot of buildings to choose from, there's only, a certain number of construction sites. You have to be a little bit specific in what your goals are as mayor.
What your node needs, what kind of identity you want for your node.
Well, right now I need some armor.
If you were listening carefully, you heard that there are different construction sites around the node where you can build stuff. And then you can choose what goes in there. It's not like a city building game like SimCity or something where you get to pick and choose where stuff goes. But it kind of is. You get different blank vacant lots, and you can pick if a library goes there or an armory or a bank or whatever. Now in FS19 you get to choose where the building goes and where to place it. It might be like this on your Freehold, but it's not this way in the city. So you get a pack of construction materials like your roof and your walls, tiles, different things, and then you come over here to the trigger point, which looks like a little gear. In Ashes of Creation, this is the sign that Margaret went up to, and a little menu will open up, and Margaret gets to choose what kind of building it is, but I do not. It's not working. Hang on a second, I think I'm too far away. Come on. It's supposed to say build in the upper left. There it is. Okay, let's build it, and let's look and see what happens in Farming Simulator 19. We'll click the left mouse button, and the building builds itself, just like in Ashes. Look how cool that is. So either one of the developers made this for FS19, or they got their idea from here or something. But this is where I've seen it before, and you can look out the windows, and there's the other building next door. There's the trees outside. And now you can go in the building and do whatever you want. But there's a problem with this. There's actually a couple of problems with this. I don't know if this is how it's going to work on the Freehold, but I think it will. And I'll show you one of the problems right now. Let's build another little building. And we'll put this one, we could put it here. We could put it over here. Remember Steven said that your Freehold would act like Legos, that you can do things, you can spin around. Hopefully this is how the Freeholds will work. And then you can pick your layout. So I'm going to go for a little courtyard layout here. I'm going to try and build a little courtyard. And I'll show you a problem with this system of building. So let's go down and see what happened. So if we go over here, you can see there's my construction pack with the beams and the walls. More beams. And here's the trigger point. But now watch what happens when I click on build. If I can click on build. Okay, the building builds itself again, and it's really cool. Nice animation and everything. It looks awesome. Just like in Ashes. I like this part of it. And there's my building. So this building is slightly different. There's doors you can open. You can drive your tractor in there and park your equipment in there and your trailers and different things. Here's another door. This one also opens. And you have a little working building here. Pretty neat, huh? That's how it's going to work in Ashes as well. You'll be able to go inside and do, blacksmith or whatever. But here's the problem. If you look at that building and then look at these buildings, here's the door, and that's where I'll drive my tractor in. And here's some more doors. Let me open these for you. You can see what's in here. This door's not going to open. I think maybe I can open it from inside. There's my tractor. Come on, door. I'm making a video. Don't mess up now. Well, maybe I built this other building too close to it, and that's why the door's not opening. Not really sure. There it goes. All right, there we go. Okay, here's the problem. See how these doors are on this side here? And then the doors are on this side? But there aren't any doors on this side of the building because I built the building backwards. I accidentally put the doors on the wrong side. The doors are on this side. So that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to build a little courtyard. Now the only way to get rid of this is to sell the building. You just gotta sell it and get rid of it. And you can see it costs $14,000. So sell it. And then we have to build it all over again. And you'll see in a second that to build it, it costs $28,000. So just because I messed up there, I lost $14,000. There's no way to pick up the buildings and put them down again and rearrange them and stuff. That kind of sucks about FS19. But hopefully they solve that somehow in Ashes. If this is the way the freeholds are going to work. I think they will, because Steven said there was some kind of Lego Tetris kind of thing going on with the freeholds. I don't think the freeholds will work exactly like the mayor in the town. Oh, I messed it up again. I put the trigger on the wrong side. I did the exact same thing. So I got to sell it. Let's sell it for $14,000. And then we have to purchase it again. See, this is the part of FS19 that I don't like because I just wasted, $28,000 on nothing because I don't know how to place my buildings. Anyway, so this might be the way it works on your freehold, where you can put your blacksmith somewhere or your shrine or whatever. So be careful that your stuff is facing the correct way. And now you see the trigger point is on the inside here. So when we build this, the door should be facing the courtyard, which is what I wanted to do. So let's build it. And you see the cool animations and everything. I love this part. This is so cool. And there's your garage there. And now all the doors are facing the courtyard. And now this is the way I wanted to lay out my little area here. So you have to watch out for that. You have to build your buildings the way you want them. Hopefully Ashes will give you a way to rearrange your houses if you screw up. I don't know. I hope they do. So now let's go back to Ashes and see what's going on there.
Yes.
So you're already
Yes, very good decision here. Now, a question came up earlier, hey, can you buy EndNote Housing? Well, if you look behind you, Margaret, you'll be able to see there's some housing structures that are actually currently present within the village. And if you look back at your construction site and come up to that, land for sale sign, that's going to be one of the primary interfaces that players will have, at least for the EndNote housing, that is, open world housing, not your Freehold. But you'll be able to interface with that at the beginning of a node's development, and at each stage it will unlock additional housing inside the node, and you'll be able to bid on these different plots, basically these different houses. And inside the house, you'll be able to customize with furniture. It'll be kind of grid-based system. You'll be able to craft your own furniture. You'll be able to put trophies in your home. Other players can come in. You'll have storage abilities, and we're going to be showing off a little bit more of the housing system and the Freehold system next month, and kind of show you guys how you'll have unique craftables and resources that can be planted and from a kind of a homestead and gathering aspect. All right, sorry, what are we doing now?
We gotta go. Speaking of gathering, we gotta go gather some stone and wood.
So Maggie has said, hey, I want to build an armory here, but now it's up to the citizens to provide the resources that are necessary to actually build the armory. So this construction supervisor here is going to give us a quest to go get resources effectively. Anybody who's a citizen of the node can take that quest, gather resources, and return to the supervisor. And then once the building has enough resources, then it will get into its final state and it will build.
Yes.
And while Maggie is the mayor, everyone gets free tacos and a cat and a dog.
And for those of you guys who are, have played resource kind of gathering games in the past, as obviously one of the primary mechanics for crafting things, this public works project is a large undertaking. It's meant to engage a large portion of the citizenry of the town, so that people have a vested interest in protecting the town and everything that they've worked or labored hard to kind of construct, that they have access to as unique services being a citizen.
Exactly.
So we've fast-tracked this component here so that it requires very limited resources, so that we can just demonstrate to you kind of the core mechanics here. And we're going to run out and find some, wood and stone?
Yeah, wood and stone. And there was a question regarding NPCs working in the buildings that you build. Yes, and you're actually going to get to see that once this building is built. The reason why I built this armory is because clearly I need some armor. And you're going to see that there are some people there that are working that I can then purchase armor from.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Do we have horses?
Yes.
I think we do have horses.
Horsies! I don't have a pony, because I know everyone's like, dwarves need ponies, but my horse is beautiful. Don't judge me.
Okay, so here's something I want you to notice. See how the foundation is in place and the land is flat there? That's how it's going to be inside the node. But will it be that way on the Freehold? I don't know, because it causes a lot of problems if the ground is not flat. And let's go look at that now. Okay, so let's put down another building, and we're going to put this one right here. Now look what happened to the ground. As you can see, this land is not flat, it's sloped. There's a slope here. So it tried to put the building on flat ground, and what it did was it matched up the slope to the bottom of the building. That looks pretty decent. But this side is all messed up. It even messed up the road. It even went into the road part because it needs that extra dirt there to hold up this side of the building. See how that is? So it had to add all this extra dirt here, even into the roadway. Let's see what happens when this car hits it. Is it going to stop? Oh, no, I just wrapped it. Hello. I didn't know that was going to happen. That was cool. Anyway, see how the terrain is deformed now? It matched it up with the slope side. But then you have all these weird cliffs and stuff. And let's build a building and let's see what happens. We're going to build like a garage this time. You just drive through it like a garage, I guess. I don't know what it's called. And you can walk through it, and here we go. But the ground is uneven now because it's all messed up. How did that car go through there? Oh, here comes a truck. Let's see what happens to this big old truck. I wish it would just blast it out of the way, but no. Just drives through it. Okay, so how are we going to fix this? We have to go to the landscaping tool. That's how FS19 does it. So that green bubble over there, that's the landscaping tool. And you can't use it when it's red, but you can use it when it's green. So you can lower the terrain. Here I am accidentally making a big hole in the ground. And you can also raise the terrain. Trying to fix it. And here you can also just try to smooth it out. So let's try to smooth this out to make it work better, fit better, look better, whatever. Now, I always ask this question. Whenever I see Steven doing a live stream or something, I always ask, is there going to be a terrain tool or a landscaping tool? And nobody passes my question on to Steven because nobody knows what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. See, you need a terrain tool to make it look nice again. This side is all lumpy and ugly and stuff. But then let's go to the side that I fixed with the tool. And you'll see the difference. It's a nice gradual rise now. You can smooth way up there except for this side. I did a better job on this side. See how that's just smooth going in there? It's nice, right? So that's how they fix it in FS19. They give you a terrain tool, but this side is still lumpy and ugly with funky looking features, and yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly. Don't like it. So let's work on it some more and see if we can make it look better. I cannot get this stuff out of the roadway because it won't let me. It turns red when I go in there, see? So I can't get the dirt out of the roadway. But let's try and smooth this other side out too to make it less ugly. And is this tool going to exist in Ashes? I don't know. It kind of takes some practice to get used to using this tool. Let's wait for that truck to go by. Oh, I think I'm going to make a ramp. I should make a ramp in this game. That would be cool. But anyway, it takes some practice, and it also costs money to use this tool, which are two things I don't really like. I don't like spending the money. Or I'll show you another problem in a second. Watch this. Watch what happened. So we smoothed out this other side. It's still kind of steep, but it's a little bit better. This side is smooth as butter. But look at this. Look at the corner of this building here. See how it's just sticking out over thin air? That overhang there? So that's my question to you. We'll get to it in a second. What happens if that castle up there grows into the next stage of node? Will the buildings and things stick out over the edge? Because there's barely enough room for the castle up there. Are buildings going to be hanging out in midair, sticking out over the side? What happens if I want to build something into the side of the mountain? What if I put my encampment like midway up, like right there on the side and stuff? Let's take a look at that. Okay, so here we are on the side of the mountain, and here's a nice little grassy area. And maybe I'm an explorer, and I want to build my camp right here, so I can have a nice, beautiful view of the lake, have a nice mountain view. What happens when my node grows? Will it stick out over the sides? What happens if that node up there grows? Will it squash the top of the mountain, including me? Will my node hang over this cliff here? What the heck is going to happen? So let's get back to the guys in Alpha 1.
All right. Now we're going to talk to this fellow.
All right, so as we said, this was sped up from a resource standpoint so that we could demonstrate to you guys a little bit.
And then hopefully, yep, there we go. It constructs.
It's finishing the construction.
Woo! Then I'll finally have armor.
When the construction of the building is ready to complete, we're going to spawn like little parade to run through the city, celebrating the new building.
Yes, I'm totally down.
Yeah, a little tiny parade, like 5 people with 1 drum.
There's a question regarding
And a flag.
And a flag. And actually, it's like one of those full suite, like single instrument things that has like the trombone, the clapping thing, the drum, all part of one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, now right now the node manager is kind of ascertaining, hey, the new building has been developed. Okay, let's check this. And it's
what
good.
should we name it?
When you see basically the sign populate with the name, you know that the building is ready to enter and is good to go. So we're just watching that sign right now. Hey,
And there it
Ooh,
goes.
the Falling Rock Adventures Club!
yeah, let's go.
I hear your daughter's excited too.
Yeah, she's very excited. She's eating lunch right now.
Oh, hello, Master Blacksmith. You're kind of standing weird. Ooh, let's get some we need some glorious gear.
So as Margaret buys her weapons and armor and stuff, it's a good time for me to say adieu. Au revoir. See you next time. I hope you liked my speculation video and it gave you lots of things to think about. As Steven said, he's going to have more on freeholds next month. But Steven is a busy guy, so who knows what he'll be doing next month. I don't even know what I'll be doing next month. 5 minutes ago, I was eating cheese puffs on the sofa. I don't know what I'll be doing next month. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stay safe and stay away from everybody else. See ya.